Hello. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm doing the sound again like I did yesterday, and every time I'm kind of like, is it working? I don't know. I hope so. You let me know. Right? Yeah, I can trust you for that. That's definitely true. Hello. As you know, I'm not entirely up my game, shall we say. I'm better than yesterday. Yesterday, I was very much off. Today I'm not 100%, but let's say 70 to 80, depending on the moment. So I am better. Um, and we're going to continue with pictures today, picture frames. I'll split the screen a sec. So I'll just bring these guys in. Oh, so tiny. Come here. Yes, you can. So ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. These are the ones I did yesterday. You might notice that they're very glossy now. So I did add some glossy varnish for the finish. It just makes it look a bit more like glass, which is useful. I think. Oh, it tried to escape. They keep trying to escape. Yeah, I keep honestly the little oval one. I kept losing it today all the time, all the time. I thought it was like, oh no, it's gone. Ah, there it is. Tiny things. So I actually have this little box here that I'm gonna just store it safely in there until they get to the point we can put them on the wall. Hi, Irkala. So today we're going to continue with another style of frame making. Um, I'm going to use clay, and I'll move to the main. Put this one. Yes. Ta-da! So I am going to use, I've already kind of prepared these. I'll show you in a second how I've done it. You can see that, yeah, it's hardened. And if I'll bring it up close, if we get some focus, please, camera, thank you. Then you can see that there is these, it's sort of a Celtic knot ribbon. Focus, please. Thank you. Chain. And I did it by using this little ruler pin. Actually, it's not a ruler, it's a pin. So this is done by a company called Green Stuff World. It's very hard to see with these reflections. But this is a company that specializes in tools and so on for miniature making. They are generally more for role playing games, miniatures. So their scale is very small, and also the themes that they do is more like fantasy or yeah, it's either D&D or sci-fi, things like that. And what I used is, I don't know, again, if you'll be able to see, if we focus, yeah, you can see the very edge of the pin has this woven style. I might actually use some of these little blocks here as like a relief or something that can be on the wall. I think they're a good size. So we'll see about that later. But now I want to show you. Oh, first, I promised yesterday that I'll show you the photos of the images that I used for the photos yesterday. These are the ones, and yeah, I don't know if you can see my mouse. That's the wedding picture. That it's just, I just love it because I mean, I don't know, it's kind of mean maybe, but it really looks like they're could not wait to not hold each other hands. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It's a little sad maybe, but it's probably more about, the photograph, and it used to take a long time to for a photograph to actually be done, and they were probably tired of the photographer, tired of the day, and so on. So yeah, let's pretend that they were definitely happily married afterwards. Um, so when I printed some more pictures that we can look at. I know, right? Super excited. I printed some more photographs. You can also see that I printed some things that might go to the study afterwards. It's like some a dinosaur skeleton, a mammoth skeleton, this lovely giant spider, and there's some. I don't know if you can. Ooh, 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 ooh. There's like a raven here and some rats that they might be cool for the study afterwards. I just, yeah, I had them, so I printed them. But today we'll probably, I would say, I think I might either use this one, this dude sitting, or this one, the architecture one, because the frames we're going to do are pretty big. So, you kind of need to take that into account um, when you're choosing the image, because if I choose one of the bigger images, it's going to be a lot of frame. Let's put it this way. Okay, so let me just show you how I do this. I'm actually going to use this to build the frame today, because I prefer to work with the clay when it's already a little dry, or completely dry actually. But I wanted to show you kind of how I do these strips, even though it's very basic. It's not that exciting, but if we're gonna show the process, I figured I should show all of it. So, um, okay, we have a just a regular plain old pin here, and we'll see. Yeah. Um, cool. So I'm just, unsurprisingly, I suppose, yes, roll this very thin piece. This is actually a lot more than I need, so I might put that clay back in afterwards, but yeah, just rolling this, and um, hey Sue, how are you today? So yeah, just have this, and I'm gonna use the plain pin to just very gently flatten it. I try to keep it a straight line, but it's not that critical, honestly, because everything will be cut later. And I wanted to actually show you, I'm going to put this back in the pack. So yeah, so for the kind of Celtic knot design, I used that pin that I showed you before, but of course you can use so many other things, and I wanted to show you that you can actually use some chain. Let me just get it out. I'm going to just use this little, how do you call it? There is a name to this type of chain, but I can't remember it as. Trying to decide what little items to put in my balcony. Ooh, that'd be cool. I don't know. Do you have any like cool plants maybe? That could be cool on a balcony. So I'm just going to use this chain to basically gently press it into the ooh, gently press it into the clay, trying not to allow it to escape too much. to create a pattern. And of course, it can be any chain, like the decorated chain that I used for the picture yesterday could also create a very nice design. A woven chain would actually create something maybe similar to these Celtic knots. I think I might even try and do like a double one right next to it, another one. I'm just pushing it into the clay. One of the things that I like about this brand of clay is that it feels pretty dry even when it's completely fresh. Like it doesn't stick too much to things. So it's kind of cool. Yes, it's a ball chain. It's a very tiny ball chain. There. Now it's close enough. Just not focusing because my camera is not focusing on close things. Yeah, maybe not. It's a ball chain. And okay, I'm just gonna gently take this piece to the side. Just put it here where it can quietly dry. And we will work with these guys here. So the first thing we need to do is choose a picture. I think I'm gonna go with this guy's portrait. I don't know. We also have some family photos. Let's see if it can focus. Haha. There's some family photos, but I don't know. Or portrait. There's a portrait of this lady here. That's kind of nice. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I think. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll go with this guy. So I'm just gonna cut him out. Mm, hmm. I'm debating to myself actually whether I should steal the frame first or blue, like paint this first, because once I build a frame around the picture, it might be more challenging to paint it. So yeah, maybe we'll paint it first. At least I want to paint it to black, but I think okay, we'll cut it to size, and then I'll paint it, and then I'll glue it down. See, all the stages. Okay. Now I'm going to use this knife that you can probably see how dirty and old it is. I have gotten it ages ago from a polymer clay kit. I believe it was a Fimo kit. And the things that's nice about it is that it's pretty sturdy. It's like and it's a very long straight edge. So if I want to cut the edges of these um, frame pieces and I want to be sure that it's straight, it's easier to cut with this than with a um, a regular craft knife. So it's very convenient on that account. Actually, yes. And because it's dry, the clay, it is actually kind of banging. What is it, Bastet? I don't know if you can hear, but she is seriously seeking attention off camera. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. No? No. Okay. Now, one question is I'm not sure if I want this width of frame or I might cut it in the middle. Well, let's try. Just cut it in the middle Um, so it will be still very decorated, but not as thick. Yeah, I think that's better. That's probably also all the amount of the clay that we actually need. That's the funny thing with miniatures. That you make all of these preparations and then in the end you use like the tiniest bit. But I like this like that. So before I continue, put this picture aside here. And yeah, so they're really, really useful, this knife. I think it was a Fimo kit that I got it in. One of their, like a tool kit from Fimo. It's been ages, so I don't know. I don't know where to find it now, but basically, yeah, I'm pretty sure that they still sell things like that. And if not them, then Scalpely, or honestly, all of them have these kind of kits. Okay, so I'm just using some black gesso to color the base. Afterwards, I'll use wax to get the details out. Oh my god. Stitch! Come here, please. She is being very funny. It's really weird with them that, like, basically today they had their wet food dinner right before I started. And I swear, it's like either that they just go to sleep and in a coma right after the food, or that they just get super energized. I don't know. They surprise me every time. But they were very nice today. When I was resting, they came and cuddled with me. Probably thinking that, finally the human knows how to sleep or sleeps at the right time. Okay. So, ooh, what was that? Oh, was it necessary? Okay. Give it a second to dry. Um, yep. I'm gonna just ooh, get a baby wipe for my brush. And there it is. Okay. I'll clean it later. Well, we let the gesso dry. It will dry in a few minutes, really. So this it goes really, really quickly. I'm just looking for, yes, there it is. My black marker to go over the edges of the photo. Yep. And just like that. And I'm going to glue it on the black cardstock backing. Just so it's secure. It's always easier to build these things when you have the backing. Yeah. Okay. Go. Just put it here. And I can already cut like this little area, and we can work on that. I hope that you can sort of see what I'm doing. I did bring the camera down a bit, but apparently not much. So let me know if you want it to be closer than this on screen so you can maybe see better. Um, yeah. Okay. That's probably dry enough to work with. Yeah. I'm sorry that I know it's black on black, so you probably can't really see very well what I'm doing, but I'm going to cut, and I don't want to do it on the nonstick mat because it will kill it. So I have to do it here. But basically, all I'm doing is cutting the edges 90 degrees. Yes, you can. Okay. I might move to my regular cutting knife because, yeah, the only thing with this one is that because it's very old and I have not been taking care of it very well, apparently, it's not that sharp. So sometimes it just doesn't do a very good job. But yeah, so this is now 90 degrees, or at least approximately close enough. And I'm putting it right at the edge of the photo to see where it ends, and I will cut it 90 degrees again. Now I can use this little remainder to put it up here. And I can see that I did not probably cut it very good angle, but we can fix that now. Yeah. Sometimes happen with the clay that it feels like, that it more squishes it than cuts it. But yeah, this is a better angle. There we go. And can just cut it here. Now you can see these are the pieces. Ooh, no, that's fine. And I've been basically just actually use these pieces to know what size I need to cut the other parts of the frame. Okay. Just making sure that they're the same. And if it's not entirely perfect, we can fix it up with the paint afterwards. But yeah. So this is the shorter one. Again, I'm putting them together, making sure that they would be at the same length. And I'll just grab it and cut it at about 90 degrees. Cool. And yeah, just kind of like a little request that, yeah, if you're enjoying this video and this series in general, then please do like the videos so YouTube will know better. Will know that these videos are liked, because honestly, YouTube is very weird with their algorithms sometimes, and you know it helps. Also, of course, if you know someone you think might like this, then please do tell them about it, because yet again, that helps. Okay, I think that maybe if I'll take it with this and bring it up to the camera, can you see better? Maybe a little bit, hopefully. I'm just coloring in the edges because if I don't do it now, it'll be a little bit harder to do it afterwards. There we go. It's all very tiny and flimsy, but I don't know. I think that in the end it looks really cool, so that's the point, I suppose. Um, go. Okay, so now we can just glue it in place, and I will then add the kind of either gold or silver coloring. You let me know what you think would be nice. I think we already have sort of silver frames, and I think that maybe, with this wall, the gold could be nice. We'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna just put a little bit of glue around this frame, the picture, sorry. And in this case, really the fact that we have the backing will allow me to just push the pieces of the frame right to the photo and create the frame. Where is my toothpick? Every day I'm losing it. Yes, gold, right? I think it would be nice. Also, just variation. One of the things that that's always like fascinating for me when you see photos of Victorian homes is that you have this amazing, combination of photos of every size basically and frames in every like in some would be just wood, some would be silver, some would be gold. It's like basically like to our mind it sounds like something that would be a total mess, but they just made it look so good. So hopefully I will be able to make it that look good on our tiny little wall. Hey, that's the wrong side. Come on. There you go. Okay, I'm pushing it right into place. I need to give it just a look. Now there is a whole bunch of glue picking in, but that is fine. I'll clean it up a bit, but I'm not worried about it too much, or at all, actually, because yeah, it dries clear and it will not cause any problem. I do have a little spot of white here, so I'm going to color over it. And I'll bring it up to the camera so you can see. Let's see if I can get it to sort of focus. Maybe if I put both hands. Yes. You can see there's a little bit of, it's very hard to see the details of the frame now because it's just black on black sort of. But the frame is all seated in place. And I'll give it a second to dry. And then we'll do the gold coloring. Yeah, the collage medium dries very fast, so it's very easy you just wait a little bit and you can already work with it. Thanks so much, Sue. Yeah. And I am happy. I want to see just to compare it to yeah, it's pretty much the same size as the picture we did yesterday of the wedding. The frame is a little wider and more, well, it takes more space, but I'm happy that it stays within the more or less limits that we started with. So it's not going to be super gigantic. Okay, I think we can already start putting the gold. I'm going to use a brush because I do want to get into the details. I don't want to put a whole lot, maybe, I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna do very delicate brushing, and I think you can already see how much the detail comes out, which is really cool. Take a little bit more. And I'm purposely letting it, not, I don't want it to go into the, into all the details. I want to have the black, so we'll have the contrast and have all the details. And look at that. In a second, I think we can already cut it off. Just going very gently around the frame, and like I did before, I'm doing it in an angle that basically means that the base will be a little bit smaller than the frame, which is good because we don't really want to see it. So there we go. And whew, there you have it. If the camera will focus, please. Thank you, camera. Look at that. It's kind of hard to see, maybe. I hope you're seeing it well enough. But I think it looks cool. And it definitely gives more of, I think it gives the feel of a decorative frame. I'll let it dry completely. I might add either more of the gold or just a bit of highlights to kind of give it even a bit more of the more shine. Although, I don't know, this way it looks a bit like tarnished gold, which I really like. Another thing that I'll do, let me get back on screen. Hello. So another thing that I'll do is put varnish on the photo itself, so it would look like there's glass, like I did with the other ones. But for that, I want everything to dry completely because, yeah, it's just safer to work that way. Okay, so I think that, like yesterday, I'm going to kind of cut it short because, yeah, I'm still not entirely 100%, and also we kind of finished. um, so this is just another way of doing a picture frame, tiny one. There's more ways to do it, but I think that maybe for now we'll move to something else, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so we'll see. Something that, yeah, that I started thinking about more also is the crest that we said we'll put above the fireplace. And one of the things that I was thinking, so we talked about like doing cross swords, and I was thinking that maybe instead of cross swords, either X's, because I don't know, they're kind of cool, and I it's also kind of cool to make them, or sickles, which I'm not sure how to make yet because I've never tried to do that with paper yet, but I'm sure I can figure it out. And sickles just feel right. It just, the whole like Reaper bow, I think it's Reaper bow, Reaper hook. It's called Reaper hook. It feels right. So it might be even the symbol itself of the family on kind of on the shield. I'm not sure. Right, sickles are just fitting, and because like having two sickles on cross sickles would be um might look a bit weird somehow, but on the symbol it might be better. I don't know. What do you say? Should we have a cross sickles, or like a sickle as the symbol, and I don't know, like cross axes or swords, just more like classic weapons. And yeah, I need to. I'm so I actually found being me, when I was in a trip sometime, I did pick up like a little booklet about heraldry. So I'm looking through it to check like the meaning of colors and things like that. Cross sickles, yeah, that would be cool. So I'm kind of looking into what symbols we can put on that. It can basically be anything. Not sure about cross sickles, if that would look good or weird because of the shape. But as the crest, it's fine. Yeah. So if I do cross sickles, it'll be like I'll have to make their the pole that holds the sickle a bit longer. So think like proportions of um not an X really, but it'll have a longer pole. So the crossing will be in the pole, and then just the two hooks like that. So I think it could look cool. And you could, it's one of those things that, because sickle is basically it's a working tool for farmers, right? Originally, so you can always imagine that, like, yes, that's just because we have many farmlands, and that's our symbol, because it's like they reap the wheat or whatever. But then it also has all of these, like, well, Grim Reaper associations, which would be cool. And it can even try and do like the Grim Reaper proportions of like the big Reaper with that has like the whole, the two-handed Reaper. That could be cool. And two of those crossed could be really cool. It would also give me an excuse to make them a little bigger, which might be helpful. But yeah, Miraculix. Oh yeah. Miraculix from Asterix. Yeah. So originally I was thinking of the small ones as well, but now I'm thinking that maybe the big ones would be cool. And then the symbol. We'll see. We'll think of that. But that. So I might, if I have like a light bulb moment, then we might do the shield as well. But if not, we can try and just do the Reaper ones, the little sickles. That could be cool. And really, so nice. You're in our you're in the right direction. That's the direction we should be in. And yeah, I mean, the symbol could even be just a raven or something. You do have ravens in heraldry. They're not necessarily. I'm not sure at which point in history they started to be. I mean, I guess that they were always a bit of heralders of bad news sometimes, but they're just heralders of God sometimes, and they don't have to be symbols of that. So that can definitely be just ravens or something. This is why I like your style, Sue. This is why we like it. Yes. Yeah, the symbol could be something from alchemy, but I'm not sure what. So we can think of that. Maybe just do the shield itself and paint on it later. That's an option. Also, I think doing two Reapers is a lot of work, probably as well. And there's also a lot of other things that I need to do in the house. I mean, there's also, in general, in the whole, what other decor we could put is another question. because it's a very big room, and all we did. Just a second, I'll bring it. I'll bring it here. So we have this gigantic room, and okay, there's a big staircase here. Was my wall, and the fireplace is actually drying somewhere else, so it's not here right now. But yeah, basically, we have this gigantic room that can definitely have some decorations. So, yeah, I think that actually this is one. I don't think that I'll put curtains in this room because I feel like, um, just a sec, I want to keep the shape of the windows, this um, arched shape. So I think we'll have some frames that need to be added in something, but I think that it will not be with curtains. So the shape of the windows will remain. We'll have curtains in plenty of other rooms. So we'll get to that. But I mean, at the moment, yeah, we'll have some, of course, there will be the windows and there's the door here to take care of and all of that thing. But it's a giant space, and we can think of maybe like even, yeah, well, they're going to have to be around fireplaces all over the house. So they'll just have to be a little careful. It happens. um but there was like, I was thinking maybe even add like, like a statue somewhere, or like a little bench or something where people can sit, or something that will kind of differentiate sort of this little area of the entrance and the hall, something like that. Yeah, I mean, in general, it's also like if you look at, the fireplace, a lot of times the inside is stone, okay, but the outside is just wood. It's like, okay, you sure fire safety was not not necessarily thought of entirely. Um Coats and hats. So I was thinking that weird coat hanger. Yes. Um, I was thinking that, okay, if they come for like a dinner or something, that they might take their stuff upstairs and it'll be taken there. But I'm thinking that actually this area here, this little spot between the kitchen and the hall that we haven't touched yet, I think that there might be like, this is where maybe coats and hats and so on and belongings will be held. So we might also want to deal with that. There might be like a little, maybe like those little railings where you can hang your coats that the servants take and put it on there. So there might be something around here. Um, and yeah, I would definitely like to have like a statue, or maybe the thing is, all the ideas that I have, like, a coat of like a coat of armor would be so cool to have. I just have no idea how to build one this size. So I need to figure it out. I mean, I can sculpt it, but I would, if I sculpt it, it will have to be like off screen, and then maybe I'll paint it in on camera. But sculpting takes forever, especially in this size. Also, it's like this where I'm sculpting it, so it's a little hard to do it on camera. Um, but yeah, I think it would be because, you have this, the stairs are here, right? So you do have a little bit of space here that could have something standing there. And also, there's actually space under the stairs here that, I don't know, can you put something under the stairs? Yeah, size. Yeah, and this is a very it's a very tiny miniature. So maybe, next time I'll do something a little bigger, just not a whole mansion, but maybe like a scene or a room. They'll be a little bigger so I can work with bigger things. But yeah, but you can always try. But yeah, so I mean, some sort of statue can probably be done, and you can definitely have like one of those, like those marble pillar stands and something on that. Oh, thank you so much, Sue. This is, yeah, it's cool. It's going well so far, so I'm happy with it. I will probably get very frustrated at some point with all the things that I want to do and can't because it's too tiny. But for now, I'm just enjoying what it is. So okay, um, I'm not entirely sure what I'll do tomorrow, but we'll figure it out. We might do some nice reaper sickles because it sounds cool. It'd be a nice thing to do, I think. So yeah, but for now we have. Where did I put my picture frame? We have a lovely little picture frame. I will obviously I have more pictures to do, but I think at least for now I don't plan to do it on camera because we've done it. And yeah, I think this will be it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ripping things. It'll be fun. Bye for now.